Thank you. Well, this stage and this moment are very improbable for me. A New Jersey Republican stands before you tonight. Proud of my party. It's been easy for our leaders to say, not us, not now, in taking on the really tough issues.
I want to be very clear about what I said. Nobody called for the invasion of Pakistan. Senator McCain continues to repeat this. What I said was the same thing that the audience here today heard me say, which is if Pakistan is unable or unwilling to hunt down bin Laden and take him out, then we should. Now, that I think has to be our policy because they are threatening to kill more Americans. Now, Senator McCain suggests that somehow, I'm green behind the ears and, I'm just spouting off and he's somber and responsible.
Thank you very much.
Senator McCain, this is the guy who sang Bomb, Bomb, Bomb Iran, who called for the annihilation of North Korea. That I don't think is an example of speaking softly. This is the person who, after we hadn't even finished Afghanistan, where he said, next up, Baghdad. So I agree that we have to speak responsibly. And we have to act responsibly. And the reason Pakistan, the popular opinion of America had diminished in Pakistan was because we were supporting a dictator. Musharraf had given him $10 billion over 7 years. And he had suspended civil liberties. We were not promoting democracy. This is the kind of policies that ultimately end up undermining our ability to fight the war on terrorism, and it will change when I'm president.
Stop tearing each other down and work together.
What is so strange about being honest and saying, I want Barack Obama to fail?
Now, I love being home in this place where Ann and I were raised, where both of us were born. Ann was born at Henry Ford Hospital. I was born at Harper Hospital. No one's ever asked to see my birth certificate. They know that this is the place that we were born and raised.
To take action on the big things facing America. Tonight, we are going to do what my mother taught me. Tonight, we're going to choose respect over love.
No one's ever asked to see my birth certificate.
See, we're not afraid. We are not afraid. We're taking our country back. We've never been a country to shy away from the truth. Our history shows that we stand up when it counts. And it's this quality that has defined America's character and our significance in the world. Now, I know this simple truth. And I am not afraid to say it. Our ideas are right for America, and their ideas have failed America. Let me be clear with the American people tonight. Here's what we believe as Republicans.
Name one thing Obama's done. One thing he's done. What has he done? Weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, hey, we found those over there at the end.
At one point, a man whose sign said he had Parkinson's sat down in front of healthcare opponents.
If you're looking for a handout, you're in the wrong end of town. Nothing for free over here. You have to work for everything you get.
Good to know. No, I'll pay for this guy. Here you go. Start a pot. I'll pay for you. I don't want a handout. I tried. No, I'll decide when to give you money.
In 2010, when I was deployed to Iraq, I had to lie about who I was because I'm a gay soldier, and I didn't want to lose my job. My question is, under one of your presidencies, do you intend to circumvent the progress that's been made for gay and lesbian soldiers in the military?
Yeah, I think it's a theory of evolution, and I don't accept it.
If we tell the people the truth, that they will act bigger. We believe it's possible to forge bipartisan compromise and stand up for our conservative principles. Yesterday, the Senate killed the Paycheck Fairness Act. This was a measure designed to strengthen the enforcement of women's rights to equal pay. The act would have made it a federal crime for an employer to fire or punish any workers who share information about their wages and benefits. But the Senate voted 58-41, pushing away the idea or any chance of senators even having a discussion about the issue. And you want to know why? Well, each senator, of course, seems to have their own specific reason, but the majority said that it all comes down to small businesses. They just can't afford it right now. That's what Senators Olympia Snowe and Susan Collins both claimed. They said that this act would put an unfair burden on the small businesses by making them spend more money to ensure that their male and female employees are getting the same pay. I'm sorry, but does anyone else remember that this is about equality? The power of our ideas, not our rhetoric, that attracts people to our party.
I was wondering, Senator McCain, why you had the opportunity to vote to give equal rights to women, equal pay. I was wondering why you didn't show up to vote, and you said that if you did, you wouldn't support it.
It doesn't matter how we got here. What matters is what we do now. I know we can fix our problems. When there are people in the room who care more about doing the job they were elected to do than they worry about winning re-election.
Our top political priority over the next 2 years should be to deny President Obama a second term.
It's possible to work together, achieve principled compromise, and get results for the people who gave us these jobs in the first place. It's simple. We need politicians to care more about doing something. Leadership counts. Leadership matters. And here's the great news I came here tonight to bring you. We have this leader for America. We have a nominee who will tell us the truth and who will lead with conviction.
The blind trust is an age-old ruse, if you will, which is to say you can always tell the blind trust what it can and cannot do. You give a blind trust rules.
There's nothing we're hiding. You know, we've had a blind trust for how many years? We don't even know what's in there.
You see, because I know Mitt Romney. I know Mitt Romney, and Mitt Romney will tell us the hard truths we need to hear.
The blind trust is an age-old ruse, if you will, which is to say you can always tell the blind trust what it can and cannot do. You give a blind trust rules.
It is time to end this era of absentee leadership in the Oval Office and send real leaders back to the White House. Listen, there is doubt and fear for our future in every corner of our country. I have traveled all the country and I've seen this myself. These feelings are real. This moment is real. And it's a moment like this where some skeptics wonder if American greatness is over. They wonder how those who have come before us had the spirit and the tenacity to lead America to a new era of greatness in the face of challenge. Not to look around and say, not me, but to look around and say, yes, me. Now, I have an answer tonight for the skeptics and the naysayers, the dividers and the defenders of the status quo. I have faith in us.
I want Barack Obama to fail.
We will stand up once again for American greatness for our children and grandchildren.